Good morning, good evening, afternoon, whatever it is you're watching this video. Joe Leach here of Fit&Vital Life, here in our Fit&Vital Life gym in Holystone, Newcastle. In this video, I want to show you how to build strength to do a pull-up. So you might be in a position where it's one of your aspirational goals to be able to do a pull-up. Perhaps you're a bit nervous about them and you don't know how to do them. Maybe you don't feel as though you've got the strength to do them, so you need some help and some pointers to build the strength up to be able to do a pull-up. Now what I would say is, before I show you some alternative exercises that you can do to help build strength in the muscles that will be used in a pull-up to help you then graduate to practice your first pull-up, I would say one of the things that you can do is just start doing a pull-up. Literally, when you first start to ride a bike, you get on, you don't know what you're doing, and then you fall within seconds. It'll be the same thing with a pull-up. If you've never done it before and you don't have the strength there, unless you're really, really light and thin, it might be quite easy to pull yourself up. But a pull-up is a hard exercise to do. You're pulling all your body weight up. So for most people, just starting to do a pull-up, you might just get that tiny little bit, and that's fine. And you can work on just keep practicing that, keep trying to get a little bit further. You can use certain machines in certain gyms which will provide some assistance to push you up a little bit. What I would suggest, if you're using those kind of machines, is to start with the least amount of help possible. So you don't want to go right into making it. So basically you'll do a pull-up first, right? I can't get much there. Set the pin so you give yourself a little bit of a push. So you're just getting a little bit of help to go a little bit further. And then you want to just gradually start relying on that support less and less by just keep practicing to do it yourself. But in between all that, you can do different exercises which strengthen the areas which are worked in a pull-up. So for example, grip strength, holding something, holding the bar, holding the ball or the handle or whatever it is you're going to be using to do the pull-up. That grip strength. So I'll show you a couple of exercises here that you can do. Also the arms, forearms, biceps, those areas are going to be worked as well as the latissimus dorsi round here and other areas of the back. So like I said, just going in and practicing the pull-up is a great way to start, and you should be doing that and providing that little bit of support to help you get the pull-up in if you've got access to those machines. If you don't have access to those machines, then these exercises I'm going to show you will be great to build up some strength in the muscles that will be worked. So let's have a look at them. I don't know if you can see very well here, but what we've got here is a big barbell where I'm going to do underarm and overarm grip bent over rows. So what this exercise is going to do is, number one, we're going to be holding the bar, a loose bar, so it's requiring our grip strength to maintain grip of the bar. Unlike a machine of some kind where the machine is assisted and you can push with little effort, you don't really need to hold it. You can just use your palm of your hand to push the weight. It doesn't require any real strength of your grip to use a machine. So if you want to build up strength for a pull-up, do exercises that can help with that. It's going to be using free weights, because you need to hold them weights, otherwise they will go and drop. So by which you'll be improving your grip strength over time when you gradually add weight to make the resistance harder. So what you can do is you can get a barbell. I've got two, I don't know if you can see this very well, but I've got two big weights on here. It doesn't have to start big. It was just there from the girls before the last class. So I'm just going to pick this up. But you can do underarm grip bent over rows. So the grip is underarm like this. So you'll grab the barbell with an underarm grip. You have your back nice and flat, shoulders back, bending through the hip like this, keeping your back flat, holding the bar with a good grip. Keep the wrist straight, and then you're going to pull the barbell in towards your body. Now, alongside the grip that I mentioned before, improving your grip strength by holding a loose bar, especially a heavy one, you're also mimicking a pull-up movement to a certain extent, the way the arms are moving. So you're working your forearms, your biceps, and also the back muscles in a very similar way that you would be in a pull-up. So this is the movement there for what we're just doing. Let's transfer that into a pull-up. We're doing very similar movement patterns. So we're building strength in the areas that are being worked in the pull-ups. Doing this kind of exercise is going to mimic the movement to an extent and practice building strength in that position. So what you want to do is, you want to get a bar where you can comfortably do 10 reps 3-4 sets. If you're a total beginner, never done them before, maybe just 1 or 2 sets. And you want to gradually increase the weight every time. Very important. If you just kept using the same bar every time, then you wouldn't build any strength, and therefore you wouldn't make any further progress towards doing a pull-up. So there's got to be gradual strength increase by increasing the weight, so you can then build up the strength to be able to pull your body weight up and do a pull-up. So you've got to continuously increase the weight to make the exercise harder, more challenging, so your strength improves, so over time you'll be able to go and do a pull-up. So that's one exercise. You can do the same movement with an overarm grip, and it's the same way if you're doing a pull-up with an overarm grip, same sort of movement. So this pattern here, bending, improving the grip strength, very similar sort of movement to a pull-up like that. So those 2 exercises are great to do. Like I said, 2, 3, 4 sets of 10, gradually increasing the weight is going to build up a good bit of practice, a good bit of muscle shape, tone, definition and strength, and then over time you can graduate and start lifting heavier and heavier and heavier, doing less reps and really focusing on raw strength. But that's another conversation. We're just talking about how to get started to build up the strength to do a pull-up. In the early stages is working on those areas, working on that movement pattern and building the strength up. So you could do these two exercises here, include them in your current routine for the next 4 to 6 weeks, practicing it, increasing the weight 2 or 3 times a week for 4 to 6 weeks, maybe even a bit longer, and then come back to the pull-up. So first of all, test yourself. How far can I get this pull-up? 4 to 6 weeks of including these into your training routine 2 or 3 times a week, or even just doing that 2 or 3 times a week if your sole focus is for a pull-up. And then go to the pull-up again. Let's see how far you can get now. Have you made any improvements with your strength? The likelihood will be yes, especially if you've been eating well, you've been losing some weight, and overall your improvements and your fitness is improving alongside your strength in those areas. You're going to get fitter and stronger and be able to move yourself up a little bit further, or maybe even do a full pull-up. And again, you can still do the assisted pull-ups as well, and just try to use less and less resistance or assistance to push you up. So that's one exercise there. Second one, or 2 exercises there, is some one-arm dumbbell rows. And this is going to be more targeting that specific muscle there. So when we're doing pull-ups, whether it's wide or raw narrow like that, this muscle here is involved a lot. So we want to be building strength in this muscle as much as we can, alongside trying to gradually improve our pull-up by doing the pull-ups like I mentioned before. So this is how you do it. You'll get one leg on either side of the bench, leaning over the bench. I hope you can see this. Grab a dumbbell, your back stays nice and flat, and we're contracting that muscle I was just talking about there. I was just pointing there. We're squeezing that muscle and working it. Concentrating on contracting that muscle to bring the dumbbell up towards your body. And again, we're also focusing on our grip strength. We're focusing on our arms as well, and really targeting that muscle which is involved in pull-ups. So again, 2, 3, 4 sets of 8 to 10 reps, making sure it's hard and heavy, you can really feel it working. That's also going to be a great exercise to include in your routine in combination with those 2 or an alternation of some kind to help you build your strength over time in the specific areas which are involved in doing a pull-up. So I hope this video has helped. If you need any more help, if you've got any questions, let me know in the comments, and we'll try and do these videos more regular now. Fell out of a routine of doing these videos admittedly in this group, but now I can get some time back to do these more often. So if you need any other help, you've got any other questions, or if there's things you want to learn about, leave a comment and I'll shoot a video out. Have a great day. Take care.